Mr. here,
Average Joe.
and we're here to review the 1980s throwback. Well, it's a new movie, but it's a throwback to the 80s horror movies.
Mold.
Slimy, trashy stuff. Mold, the movie. This is the original release that came out a while back in 2012. Great
Which is
cover
an awesome
here.
cover, like the Garbage Pail Kids-esque drawn. Like I like that.
Gooey,
it's cool style. I think
nasty
they should have
stuff.
stuck with it.
Oh yeah, these are the styles that we all grew up with looking at the video store, what would make us rent movies. A lot of times they were very misleading. But here's the new one from Wild Eye, which will be widely available and easy to pick up and everything. I don't know if they have the same special features, but this one's way easier to get and it'll be everywhere. So you probably want to stick with this one. It's probably much cheaper to go for. There was also a Mold VHS that was very limited. I don't have one myself, unfortunately. But anyways, let's get into the movie Mold. I believe this is the director's first feature-length movie, and I've talked about this briefly in an update. I really like the movie. I think it's a great, splattery, gooey, fun movie.
I'm kind of like in between right now. I don't dislike it. This is how I look at it. This is the best way I can describe it. If you can get past a lot of the bad, horrible decision-making...
Jesus. Look at that. The congressman said he went to the bathroom. He probably forgot to flush. Let's check it out.
What the hell for?
Unwarranted aggression by the Colonel.
Yeah, I'll bet.
If I think he's lying to me, I'll kill him. If he tries anything funny, I'll kill him. If he tries to
We get
harm
the
me-
idea, Colonel. Let him in.
And... some other things, I don't know. I had a lot of little nitpicks at mostly basically the science of it. Like the whole mold spore, how things work with the mold spores. If you can get past the realism of the science of having an effect on the movie and just take the movie as it is just a fun horror film flick, then it's great. It was good. It was a good movie. I liked watching it. I enjoyed watching it like most movies I watch. It's something I probably would watch again. I'm still iffy on if I'd watch it again. It's not bad enough to not watch again. Like if I was here and someone had it on, I would probably sit down and watch it, for sure. I wouldn't like turn my head. I enjoyed watching it when I watched it. I liked the characters. I liked a lot of the dialogue was actually pretty good. Some of the comments. The Colonel was really good. He was funny.
Colonel's the best part.
Yeah, he was definitely a great character in the film.
The thing about the characters is this movie is basically taking character types from 80s movies and stuff like that, and they're exaggerated character types, so they're going to be a little loopy and out of it. And it is a lot part comedy, so the characters' decision-making skills are not really on trial here. It's not like it's something like Eden Lake or Mother's Day remake, which are very serious, supposed to be seriously taken movies where the characters are doing ridiculously dumb things and it's supposed to look at you and say, this is happening, this could happen. And you want to slap the people in the face because that's just ridiculous. These people are zany, ridiculous characters. One guy's a psychic. The Colonel is spouting out movie quotes in the movie.
We have to get Carter.
And it's just a goofy, fun time, and the characters aren't really realistic. They're kind of character types, like I said, but they're really great. The turtle-like doctor, the hilarious Colonel, and stuff like that. The businessman baddie.
Kind of satires.
It's
you're
definitely,
trying to say.
definitely.
Okay, well, I had a hard time picking up that vibe when I was watching the movie. But then again, you know,
It's more admiration.
Yeah, okay.
It's more admiration.
I guess there was some of the, like, comedy quirkiness a little bit, especially in some of, like a real good scene in the middle of the movie where a lot of stuff happens all at once. That was good. I enjoyed watching that part. If I was to rewatch it again with the whole satire mindset, like, maybe, yeah. But I mean,
it's
like,
just right there for me, you know.
I don't know why, like, but I didn't pick it up. I mean, it's not to insult the movie. I didn't get pulled into the satire of it.
Maybe you haven't
I
seen
kind of
enough
got
movies.
into it like I was trying to take it seriously, like I was.
Well, you might
That's
as well.
probably my flaw. That's probably my mistake.
The funny thing is the movie takes place in the 80s, so it's 84, so it's basically the war against drugs here. So we have like these Ronald Reagan speeches in the beginning, and they're basically developing a bacteria or a mold, if you will, that will eat marijuana plants. But they basically get tricked to seeing what will happen with humans, and these people get trapped in the building, and they're the experiment, and the mold is very, very nasty towards humans. Think Street Trash, Melt movies, the stuff. I love Melt movies, so, you know, it's also Incredible Melting Man. So when people are going to melt and turn to goo and weird bodily functions happen that shouldn't.
Yeah, the effects were sweet. Yeah, a lot of the effects were real good. I liked a lot of the gore. The gore was actually pretty darn commendable. I did like a lot of that. They actually got a little. I had a few squeamish scenes in there. Yeah, all right. I kind of squinted a little bit. Was like, ooh.
What about? Yeah. I'm not going to ruin the scene.
That makes it commendable, right there. That's a good thumbs up.
When you guys are watching this movie,
a little bit of booty. A little bit.
There's no nudity, really.
No nudity, but a little bit of booty.
I got it in my mouth. Therefore, guys, remember that, and you will instantly laugh hysterically. I don't want to say exactly like, I got it in my mouth. I got it in my mouth. That's my favorite part, probably. And I don't know. I love when the doctor, when shit hits the fan and the doctor gets pissed. He's like, you touch me, you know. Because he's so, like, calming.
Yeah. But that was the scene I was talking about, where this shit gets all crazy.
But there's also a politician in here, and you can obviously politicians suck, so therefore the politician's a complete douchebag. War on drugs, even though he's doing cocaine in the bathroom. You know, just ridiculous, silly things like that. And it's a very entertaining movie with good gore, and the one character that's just so kind of almost too goofy for me is the psychic with the mustache. I mean,
honestly, that guy almost had no reason to even be in the movie.
He was just he was just a douchebag. They made him so unlikable that I actually didn't like his character, which is actually maybe a compliment and like not a compliment at the same time. I mean, he was
roll a mustache.
You're supposed
just
they were probably trying to just make we'll have a big fake mustache on the guy, and therefore it will look really bad and like there, but. You know, they didn't have fake mustaches back then, usually in movies. So I just thought that was kind of weird. But, I mean, the other guy had a mustache. Everybody had a mustache except that guy.
We're talking about Dr. Know-It-All?
That was a good joke, but... Oh, the whole dialogue.
Yeah, but I think his mustache was real.
Everyone's mustache is real except that
Except for that dude's, yeah.
Maybe it was real. Maybe it just looked terrible. The dialogue between the Colonel was great when he said, it comes to me that most clever people aren't as clever as you thought. And then he says, very clever, Colonel, or something like that. And also the dialogue when he says, Colonel what? Need to know? You don't need to know or something. He says, I'm Dr. Know-It-All.
Yeah, oh yeah, when they're asking for names, intros.
If you guys like science, bodily horror, then check out Mold. I would recommend it. I'm going to give it 7 out of 10.
If you're nitpicky on your science, like the mold kind of turns into a virus at some point. It's referred to like it's a virus, like immunities and things like that. But, you know, look all past that. Like, maybe I'm nitpicking it a little bit too much. Mostly, I think the science of it, like, it could have been better if they could have pulled something. I don't know. Well, it's not bad. It's a good movie. It's a good movie. I like it. I would definitely, if I was to rate it, I would probably give it a 5.8.
Well, that's low. I think it's one of the better ones we watched, though. But I'm a sucker for it. I gave it 7. I really enjoy it. 7. But 7 out of 10, of course. But... You know, if you look at it as like a 80s horror movie, like in the vein of 80s horror and like silly scientific stuff that doesn't necessarily make sense, then you will love it. But, you know, if it were made as something like straight face, serious, and it was like, mold does this, does this, does this. I don't know how much research they did on the medical stuff, but really, to me, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all about the medical research of this movie, because it's not about the medical research here. It's about the fun. It's about the gore. It's about the goo. It's about the satire, whatever, you know, an admirable love for 80s splatter, gooey melt movies, which I have.
From that aspect, the movie was good. From that point, but
it's no street trash. But I don't think anything's street trash.
Nah.
Nothing tops street trash. You never seen that one?
No,
you gotta see street trash. But yeah, if you want to see a modern day melt movie, there's not that many. There's a lot less than there should be. Every movie should be a melt movie. Every movie, by regulation, should have a melt scene in it, or somebody should just melt for the hell of it.
I like melting.
People melt.
I like the cop. The cop one.
Bio cop. That needs to be in every movie.
Yes, that needs to be a movie.
But
that's melting all the way through. That's melting front to back.
Dude, Incredible Melting Man. If you guys are interested in this, then check it out.
I would suggest it. I do suggest it.
Like I said, I really thoroughly enjoyed it. There'll be a link where you can purchase it and look at more info on it.
I like this cover better.
Oh yeah, that's way better. But
see, this cover implies way too much seriousness. This cover says the old school cover says satire.
It's just fun. But it comes with this little thing. They made up for it in there. Little poster thing. Maybe you can hang it on your wall or do whatever you want with it. But, yeah. All those little character types down there. I'm pretty solid on this review. Like I said,
Pretty
7
solid.
out of 10.
5.8.
Mold, the movie.
I have a conflicting review, but I'm sorry. That's how
Oh, that's how it is.
guys.
That's why you get 2 different points of view, you know?
I did like it. Don't hate me for my 5.8.
Somebody kills you.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna get death threats in the mail
You're
now.
gonna-
Mold was the greatest movie
You're
ever.
going to get mold in your mailbox.
Yeah. Oh God. Just chunks of cheese. Like,
That'd be
you get the
awesome.
joke.
Yeah. Well, anyways, we've talked way too long about mail threats.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
Boom.